Hello, another video. I wanted to do a video of this knife. It's the Fällkniven Embla with this title almost immediately, because this is the biggest surprise of this year of all my knives. And I had many knives. I sold many away, which I often do if I don't care about the knife. And this Fällkniven was the biggest surprise. And let me explain a bit why. There's many knives that I buy, and I do a lot of research of the knife before I buy them. I know the company, I know the knife maker, steels, whatnot. And then I have expectations, and often they are met. With many knives it was the case. This was just kind of a, how do you say, spur of the moment buy, because I always wanted to test Fällkniven blades. I'm living in Finland, so they're readily available. Also second hand, very good prices. This is also second hand. So when I saw the knife, I just couldn't resist. So because the price was more than okay, and this just was too curious. And immediately when I got the knife, I thought, okay, this isn't definitely what I expected it to be. I'm now here in the woods, but I'm putting here also a video with feathers, maybe the forest shelter or at home. I don't know yet, but I will do that also. So just a quick few thoughts here. But yeah, the thing is that this is lovely. So, and this is like it's often with the knives. It's something. It is hard to even explain why some knives kind of have that feel, like you just want to use it, you just want to immediately take it out. You have this bond, like one subscriber said that. I'm actually going to do a video of that also, with why do you have a certain bond with certain knives, and vice versa. It's interesting topic in my opinion. And but with this knife, there was immediately a bond, and I really thought I liked this knife. I really didn't thought I liked this knife. I read actually quite a bit of negative reviews of the Fällkniven knives. I think the sheaths are not really that good. I just never found them that appealing. I think always thought, okay, they're probably good knives, but that overpriced in my opinion always. So there was just always another knife that I just rather bought than Fällkniven. But here I am with the first Fällkniven knife. Yeah, the lightness was one of the things that kind of struck me. Well, it's not really, like, let's say, like normal book or something. It's more lightweight, but this has a very, very nice balance. Right here, it's wood, the handle, so it actually adds to the lightness. And it's weird to say there's light, because it's so thick blade. Even it's 4.5 millimeters, but nevertheless, it feels, maybe the balance adds to the feel of the lightness. It fits the hand very, very nice. It's very comfortable. It's maybe not. It's actually quite bulky, but nevertheless, it fits the hand very nicely. The fit and finish seems to be very, very nice. We'll just go ahead with the feathers in a moment, because this really does great feathers. So I had this feel like I want to use this knife immediately, and it has been the case. I've been now carrying it all the time with me, and it comes with a very, very nice sheath. And I read that Fällkniven doesn't do that good sheaths, but this is an exception, because this is one of the best sheaths that I have, leather sheaths. It sits there. I could do this all day. It doesn't drop. Very easy to use, extremely sturdy, the leather. very, very well made. Everything is sturdy, nice dangler, and I like dangler sheets anyway. There has been few videos that I recently looked in YouTube. There has been a bit of a discussion about dangler sheets and do you prefer dangler or not. I actually prefer dangler, but it depends on the knife. So when the knife is too thick, too heavy, then not. But this is nice idea that you have this kind of a mid-size or small to mid-size belt knife, and then you have the dangler. Because I don't feel this. Okay, I feel it on the hip, but it doesn't really bother me, and it's really, really easy to take it out, especially now in the winter, as I have a long jacket. So this definitely is it's almost like a very nice winter knife now to think of it. The material, the wood, there's no exposed steel too much. Well, you have here kind of a bit weird finger choil, but nevertheless, I actually even it's strange. I'm honest. I actually didn't even thought that this is such a beautiful knife. I think the beauty of the knife is always like on the, how do you say, on the hands of the observer or the eyes of the observer. How do you say it in English? But it's of course very, very subjective. And I guess this now when I'm using it, I'm starting to digging it. I really think it's actually now beautiful. So I often feel like if I want to use the knife, if I take it with me, it also adds to the beauty of the knife. But like when I saw the first photo of this, I was not that like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful knife I've ever seen. No, not that. But it's nice, but it's the most important thing. This is practical knife, and I'm really going to use this. Also have this feeling that I'm not going to sell this one. If the steel holds like I think it's going to hold, I don't see any reasons to sell it. And when I use the knives for a certain period of time, I create the bond, and after that I don't just sell the knife anymore. So that really is the case with me. So, but yeah, hey, but I'm going to do now some feather sticks. Just briefly before I'm going to test the knife, thought I'd talk a bit about why I have been mentioning the wolves so much in the channel. Because just when I came here to the forest shelter, I saw tracks of wolves from this morning. I haven't seen actually near here the tracks that often. So that's why I just thought I'd mention a bit like why I have been talking about them. There's a few reasons. Firstly, it has been actually a coincidence a bit because they have been just around many times when I have been filming a video. So literally, they probably were lurking from the woods when I was filming. But also, it's a bit of a big team at the moment in Finland. So the population is growing rapidly with them, and I live in an area which is historically has been known with wolves. So this has been always kind of a hotspot of wolves in Finland. And it has also a bit of a dark side to it. Here happened one of the most gruesome wolf attacks in European history, actually. In the mid-18th century, he was killed at least 25 children by wolves. And the number even, I think it could be even higher. I just read a university thesis about it, and it's really well documented, very well detailed what happened, and I know many of the stories now by heart because I read the whole thesis, and I know even few names of the children that got killed. So very, very gruesome story. So the number could be as high as 80 actually, and the nearest hill was about 7 kilometers where I'm at the moment. So this always have been a kind of a wolf area. So I keep my eye on the tracks all the time because I'm out the woods like many days of the weeks. I've seen wolves now many times this past years. This year I think I've seen the most. So I think that also is a sign of them the population also growing, and I've seen the tracks much more than, let's say, 5 years ago. So in a span of 5 years, the wolf sightings have increased. So that is the reason. And yeah, just when I got here, there was a fresh wolf tracks near this forest shelter, and I've never seen actually them here. So they're coming a bit closer to the village now. But anyways, let's go with the knife. Yeah, like I said, surprising knife for me. I think it's not surprising that it's good, because yeah, it's expensive knife, so it kind of should be a good. And I've read many good things about the Fällkniven also, not only negative things. And it's convex, so let me just put here a nice. Maybe here. Yeah, one of the things that I liked about this immediately was that how nice it's with woodwork actually. Very, very smooth. It has a very, very nice convex geometry. Very smooth. It's kind of saber. I don't know if you could say the saber vex. The grind. Very nice also with batoning. Splits the wood apart. So this is just. I'm just a bit surprised, like how much I've actually been liking. I thought it's going to be a knife that. Like, if I'm completely honest, I thought it's going to be a knife that I just tested it and maybe just sell it away or something. Like it's a nice knife, it looks nice, kind of, yeah, this is something which I thought. But it only really took me one day to realize that no, I'm actually going to use this knife, because I really, really like the functionality of it. Could open a fish with this. I think it's kind of a hunting knife. It's so nice on the hand. It's hard to describe, but this emblem of Tre Kronor, 3 crowns, Swedish symbol, it doesn't bother me. It looks nice and it doesn't affect at all the usability. And apparently the steel is also going to be good, so what I've read. So always have to, of course, test this by myself, but test it for yourself. I mean, yeah, it does. Very nice curls. No issues whatsoever. Yeah, maybe not that much more to say about it, other than I'm surprised by it. I like the clip point also. I could see this becoming quite nice with kind of a general knife that I could take to fishing trips. Also, not that bad with food prep, actually. This kind of high saber vex grind was quite slicey. It's thick, but it's not too thick. Yeah, so I'm really digging it. And you can also do a very nice woodwork with this one. Now it's very nice actually. Yeah, it's just a very nice, the balance with this one, and that's something which is for me really important. Yeah. But I guess that's it. We'll continue testing. This is still first impression review, of course, but I really see this becoming one of my real use knives. Hey, but thanks for watching. See you later.